Excuse me.
John McCain.
How you doing? John McCain, are you taking questions?
Hey, you know Mr. Ed Phelan?
Yes, indeed.
Yes. Does he still work in the capacity as your campaign? Phelan was instrumental in excluding Ron Paul from the presidential forum in Iowa, sir.
I gotta go to the town hall and then...
Are you a victim of mind control or anything like that? Because we saw where you were in a YouTube video where you're taking pictures with 9/11 truthers. And I was just wondering what that's all about, because I saw you on a YouTube video where you were taking pictures with some 9/11 truthers, people that support 9/11 what? Well, you were in Minnesota and you took some pictures with some 9/11 truthers, people that support
9/11 what?
Well, you were in Minnesota and you took some pictures with some people that were taking pictures with 9/11 truthers. You support any 9/11 investigation now, sir?
A picture with the banner, holding the banner. Like, John, bomber rap. Like, what's going on, John?
I'd like to know what's going on.
He took pictures with guys who said it was a conspiracy that the U.S. was behind.
Yes.
Well, there's tremendous. Yeah,
Oh,
there's
you got a video of it. He was shaking hands.
You know,
like
now at least
5-10 minutes.
95% of the family members are calling for a new investigation, so it's kind of going. So you never know which kind of mainstream people are going to jump on
Yeah,
board.
it's crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and privilege to introduce a true American hero, man of principle and integrity, Senator Trump.
Thank you. Thanks, Chris. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for coming out this morning, and thank you for your presence. I thank you for your kind introduction. Thank you, Nancy Merrill. And we could see a disastrous situation because I do believe that Al Qaeda has now made it part of their global effort to destroy everything we stand for and we believe in. I'm running for President of the United States because I believe the greatest challenge of the 21st century is that of radical Islamic extremism. I believe it's there. I believe it's all over the world. I believe it's a fight, a struggle between good and evil, everything we value and believe in versus everything that is evil that wants to destroy everything America stands for and leads. And I believe we'll win this struggle. I believe we'll win. When I go out and see these young people who are serving in the military today, I'm exuberant. Young people in London who had never, ever left England are now become suicide bombers. They get together in chat rooms, they go to the mosque, they listen to this siren song of hate and discontent, and they become people who are willing to take their own lives in order to sacrifice their own lives in order to take others. We used to have the stereotype of the suicide bomber, a impoverished kid standing on the street corner in Islamabad with no hope, no job, no future, is picked up, taken to madrasas. That was a stereotype. Well, we obviously have a new dimension of this war on terror. And that's kids that grew up in London, kids that grew up in the United States, kids that got into these mosques and cyberspace. We're way behind in cyberspace. They're doing a better job of recruiting people in cyberspace than we're doing in making people aware of our values, our beliefs, our Judeo-Christian principles and ethics. That's a big problem, and it's a thing we've got to catch up. Syrians were scared to death. The Iranians were emboldened in Iraq that Al Qaeda has become suicide bombers. The suicide bomber, they go to the mosque, they listen to this siren song of hate that is evil, that in this struggle against radical Islamic fundamentalism, that of radical Islamic extremism, destroy everything we stand for and we believe in. War on terror. Of this war on terror, we see a disastrous situation. We're scared to death because there would be another attack on the United States of America. Another attack on the United States of America, 9/11, that Homeland Security for a good frisking, you know. And I do think Chertoff is doing a good job, but Senator Trump. Thank you. media thing afterwards, if you don't mind.
Okay, I'm just,
You got a media tag around your neck.
that was signature out there.
Oh, okay. All right, please go ahead.
It's actually from Dream, so.
Good work.
From wearechange.org, but in Minnesota, you said that you would take a look at the information on Ruben Rodriguez, who was the last person killed from the World Trade Center. You reported bombs going off in the buildings, along with both firefighters and first responders. Now, would help you support a new investigation into 9/11?
I do not. I do not. I think that the 9/11 Commission did a good job. There are specific needs and specific aspects of the investigation. Of course, there would be continuous look at it, but I think that the leaders of the 9/11 and members of the 9/11 Commission did overall a very good job.
I mean, all the first responders and police and firefighters said there was bombs going off in the building. I think they deserve at least, to look at that information. World Trade Center 7 collapsed at the speed of gravity onto its own footprint in 6.2 seconds. So I think that's enough.
We have a disagreement.
So you agree with the cover-up?
I don't believe there was a cover-up, but if you have additional information, I've already been sent some that alleges that, I would always be glad to look into it. Yes, sir.